You're to fly to a target area at a very low altitude, using speed and terrain to avoid detection. Find, identify, and attack the target using optimum standoff tactics for your weapons. Hit the target and return to base. Oh yes, you're to accomplish this mission under the weather and at night. Lantirn, developed by Martin Marietta Corporation, stands for Low Altitude Navigation and Targeting Infrared System for Night. It's the only system with which a fighter pilot can accomplish this mission. For air-to-ground attack missions, the system combines forward-looking infrared imaging, terrain-following radar, precision pointing and tracking, laser designation and ranging, and automatic weapons handoffs to minimize pilot workload. Integrated with the other aircraft avionics, Lantirn provides a complete and effective attack system. Lantirn is designed to allow the single-seat attack pilot to navigate and maneuver to and from a target area. The system provides the pilot with the capability to acquire, track, and attack ground targets under the weather, day or night, down on the deck, where he can take advantage of terrain masking. Lantirn gives the combat commander and his pilots the flexibility to use similar weapons and tactics to those they use in the daytime. The system enables the pilot to deliver conventional weapons with direct attack. He can also deliver infrared Maverick or laser-guided bombs using proven standoff tactics. Lantirn is a two-pod system, the navigation pod to get to the target and the targeting pod to attack. Lantirn's navigation pod includes a terrain-following radar for precise low-altitude maneuvers in flight and a wide field of view, forward-looking, infrared or FLIR sensor for navigation at night and in reduced visibility conditions such as smoke, dust, dry haze, and smog. Flight testing has demonstrated the wide field of view navigation FLIR can be used as the pilot's night window for both ground and airborne operations. In the air at night, the nav pod FLIR gives the pilot a clear and detailed image of the terrain. He can easily identify landmarks for navigation updates. The FLIR provides a visual backup to the terrain-following radar for added confidence during low-altitude flights. The symbology in the head-up display provides the pilot with standard flight information, including flight path marker, airspeed, altitude, heading, and navigation information. The Lantern's terrain-following radar provides vertical command steering information and is presented as the TFR, or Fly-To box. To fly his set clearance plane, the pilot flies the flight path marker into this TFR box. The FLIR picture allows the pilot to fly through saddles and around other terrain features for masking, rather than risking exposure during straight-ahead terrain-following profiles. The TFR provides the pilot with the ability to cross peaks and ridges at the desired clearance. The pilot maintains his overall situation awareness in the HUD. He finds the target area and positions himself for attack with the navigation FLIR. He then transitions to the targeting pod FLIR. The targeting pod includes a precision gimbaled targeting FLIR with two fields of view, automatic trackers, a laser designator and ranger, an automatic correlator for missile handoff, and space for future automatic target recognition. The following is a demonstration of how a pilot would use Lantirn to track a tactical target. Nav FLIR video is on the head-up display, and targeting FLIR video is on the head-down display. The pilot enters the target area, descending to low altitude, using the navigation information in the HUD. He switches targeting pod magnification from wide to narrow field of view. As he approaches the target area, the target box in the HUD is displayed over the predicted target location. The pilot transitions to the head-down display to acquire the target and initiate automatic tracking. After target lock-on, the attack is flown head up, with all weapons delivery calculations and functions performed automatically. The missile bore sight correlator will automatically hand off the target to a Maverick missile and ready it for launch. Using the head-down display, the pilot performs target recognition of the moving vehicle. The pilot identifies the target as a tank. The targeting pod tracker stays locked on, even though the vehicle makes a sudden 180-degree turn. After the attack, the pilot turns away and leaves the target area at low altitude. This sequence demonstrates performance of the pod stabilization and tracking system during a high-G attack maneuver. The pilot executes a 4G pull-up to 45-degree pitch, then a 4.5G slice-back maneuver. The effectiveness of the targeting pod tracking system is demonstrated by this ground camera view of a laser-guided bomb strike. Lantirn navigation pod development flight testing began in July 1983 at Edwards Air Force Base in California. Nav pod operational flight testing was completed in December 1984 with a 93% mission success rate. The sorties were flown over Canada and the United States, simulating a European environment. On the strength of these test results, the Air Force approved production of the Lantirn navigation pod. The first production nav pod was delivered in March 1987, 1 month ahead of schedule. Targeting pod development and testing followed the navigation pod schedule by 1 year. First production deliveries of the targeting pod began in July 1988. Lantirn is the system which will make night low-altitude attack missions a reality. With Lantirn, tactical air forces will be able to deny the adversary his traditional sanctuary of darkness.